Hey guys, I gotta be totally real with you. I'm in my jammies, my hair isn't done. I just talked about this. This is like so Canadian of me, but I am pooped from the Easter festivities. It was Easter here, and for those of you who don't know, I'm actually Serbian Orthodox. I was baptized as Serbian Orthodox back in Canada, not here, and I've been Serbian Orthodox for 10 years now. So it was our Orthodox Easter, and we celebrated Easter not only in the Canadian fashion, but also in the Serbian way. But I wanted to make this video to tell you my update of what my last 4 months living in Serbia has been like. I know I've told you guys a lot about how much I loved Serbia, and I get a lot of questions if the feeling is still the same now that it's been 4 months. Let's get into it. So let me start off this video by saying it is so exhausting hearing from people, do you still like Serbia? Are you going back to Canada? You're going to hate it one day. You're not going to like it. You're going to see its true colors. No country is perfect. Oh my God, there's things I hate here. Like the administration, that's going to be a whole video on its own. And that's just because it doesn't make sense. But I love Serbia. I'm not leaving. I'm settled. I know it's only been 4 months and people are still going to say I'm in the honeymoon phase. I don't care what you think it is, but when I'm still making videos 10 years from now, you guys are going to sit there and say, wow, I guess she really meant what she was saying. Okay, let's talk about some new culture shocks that I think are really important to share, especially for people coming to Serbia to visit, to live, or for an extended stay. When the alarm goes off in Canada, when you're in a store and you're shopping and it's got a security tag, you walk out, it's like beep, 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 beep. In Canada, 9 times out of 10, the majority of us, we keep walking. You don't turn around because you know you didn't steal anything. Those things are faulty anyways, aren't they? So why would you turn around and stop? We almost feel in Canada like stopping is presuming guilt. Like maybe you're guilty for something. I don't know. We don't stop. We just don't. So I've watched now, and thank the Lord, this has not happened to me, but it starts beeping and the people open their purse and they have to start showing everything to the security or an employee at the store. And I feel like that is so violating. But it makes sense. Why, if the security alarm goes off in Canada, do we feel so entitled that we just keep walking? The reality is that the security tag goes off and we just keep walking. We actually could have stole something, but in Serbia, they stop you and check. Now, obviously, a good thief is going to take the security tag off, but not everyone does. And if they can stop crime like that, hey, why not? So I'm waiting for my dreaded day when that alarm system malfunctions and I'm next on the chopping block to be showing my belongings, but I do still find it so violating. Another culture shock that was new to me, we have something called Vashar, and Vashar is something where it's like I don't know how to explain it. I guess the best way to explain it is like a garage sale times 400, or like Kijiji, but on the streets, eBay, but on the streets. And I really wanted to take a video while I was there, but I just didn't feel right doing it because I felt so uncomfortable there. And it's not that it's unsafe in Serbia anywhere. I just felt like, who am I to walk through and just videotape everyone selling their... Some of them are selling personal belongings. Some of them are selling things as a business. Some of them are just selling oil in random bottles. But I felt like it's not right for me to make a video here. So I didn't. But it was a culture shock to see like used tools that are like probably older than I am being sold. Or puppies in cages that were ridiculously small being sold for like 50 euros. And I'm talking like breeds such as Pomeranians and Shih Tzus and Golden Retrievers. I've never seen a fighting rooster in real life. I don't even think I've used the word a fighting rooster. And my husband's like, do you know what that is? And I'm like, no, I don't know what that is. But I will say, if you're looking for some things that you don't need warranty on, there are some new things at Vasha. There are some maybe relatively good finds for some people there. But it is a whole experience that I think everybody should see and feel, because it's something that's been going on for years upon years upon years. And you are helping out, you know, I would like to say small business, but it's actually down a level. So we even asked, like, do you just randomly set up? Because guys, we have like, this is no exaggeration, between my brother-in-law and us. Did you guys know my brother? Yeah, you know that. We probably have like 40 suitcases we need to sell. So we were like, hey, these suitcases were only used once. Why don't we set up a Varshar and sell our suitcases there? So we asked a couple people, you actually need a permit to set up there. So while they're not small businesses, I'd call them micro businesses. They're very small. And some of them may actually have bigger businesses, but at Varshar, they're micro businesses. And we found out we can get a one-time permit. So we're looking into that to set up a Varshar to try to get rid of these 40 suitcases. We definitely do not need that many suitcases going forward. So over our time of being here, we were shopping for rentals maybe in the city, closer to being in the city, such as Novi Sad, because we're not in the city and we are just outside of the city. And we looked at some brand new places, and it's showing, excuse me, it's showing in the ad, no kitchen, no vanity in the bathroom, no mirror on the wall. And I'm like, oh, that's fine. They're going to put it in there. No, they're not. They have no intention on putting that in there. So Mickey calls and they're like, no kitchen, no kuhina. What? You would rent out an apartment and not provide a kitchen? That is your investment, not ours. It was just one of those bastrashno moments that we were like, you know what? And we're good where we are. We're happy where we are. We love our landlord. They're fantastic. We're not going anywhere. I just think it's very important to share that, because when you start looking around, I don't want you guys to be in the same boat where you're like, there's no kitchen. Like, it's okay. They're going to put it. Yeah, sometimes the homeowner will, or, you know, the apartment owner will agree to put in the kitchen, but that has to be requested. It is not just an obvious, you're getting a kitchen. food here is tasting better to me. I have found places to get pretty much anything and everything I've been looking for in regards to like beef and seafood. I have finally found where to get lobster, live lobster. So excited about it. Haven't gotten it yet. And I'm super excited that I'm starting to see strawberries. There's strawberries starting to show up everywhere. I actually had grapes again, and I'm starting to feel, you know, excited about the weather being nicer and being able to have these seasonal fruits that, you know, I did eat in Canada all year round, but as people have said, they were not tasty like they are here. And these things are worth the wait. So I'm excited that, you know, we're already starting to see those warmer temperatures and we're going to start to see more fruit because it is so missed. Didn't even think I could miss fruit this much. Speaking of missing things, there's some things I definitely miss from Canada that are disgusting, not good for me, not needed. You want an example, right? I miss beef hot dogs. Beef hot dogs. I never in a million years thought I was going to miss beef hot dogs. You can't get beef hot dogs here. You can get chicken dogs. I don't want chicken dogs. I don't know. I don't have no problem with chicken, but chicken dogs is just not for me. And the pork dogs, which is what we would call wieners in Canada, they've got like a tough skin on them. So I went on this hot dog hunt and I was looking up all these different restaurants and places that just serve hot dogs and they're all chicken. If you guys know anywhere that's got beef hot dogs, I know it's not good for me, but I gotta have just one hot dog. Anyways, my Serbian sucks. I am trying, but I will say, while the Serbs are fantastic at being helpful, oddly enough, I find them more helpful when I'm speaking English. Right? Weird. Huh? Why? Zašto? Zato? So, when I say dva something and I point to it, because I don't know how to say the word. Like, let's say I'm in a pekara, a bakery, for those who don't know. And I'm like, dva, and I point. They're like, dve, but not in a helpful way. In almost like a annoyed, passive-aggressive. I'm like, jeden, and I point. They're like, jedno. I'm like, yeah. But you only conjugate the word, change the word when you know the word that is following after, if it's masculine or feminine. And guys, I'm not there yet. This has to be one of the most frustrating things. And again, the majority of the Serbs don't do this to me. But the few that have really scorned me, because when Serbs speak English, and some will say I speak fluent English, and honestly, their English is great, but there's several things they're not either using plural for, or pronouncing correctly, or using in the right context, but I understand them. And I don't correct them unless they've asked me, like, did I say that correctly? And I say, well, yeah, but you could have said it like this. So I do find it very disheartening and discouraging because I am trying. And so many people say to me, like, you're not speaking Serbian yet, guys? It's been 4 months and I only speak English. It's only been 4 months. Cut me some slack. And I keep telling everybody, I'm like a baby. I'm listening. I'm observing. And just one day, right now I'm using, 1 to 20 words. Just like a baby. And then they start to use 20 to 80 words. And then they start using like 80 to 150 words, etc. I'm taking baby steps. Things are going slowly. But I can't wait to speak Serbian. I think that it would be so cool to speak a second language. I've always wanted to speak a second language. And it's so frustrating to be this opinionated and sit there and not be able to provide an opinion because I have no idea what's being said. Anyways, I'm exhausted from all these Easter festivities. We found out the Easter festivities here are actually done with making hard-boiled eggs, dyeing them, or doing like some art by using like a pantyhose and a flower on it. And then you go over and you crack an egg, one on top of the other, to see whose egg breaks. And then the person whose egg breaks, you open the egg and you eat it. We went over to our tetka's house and we did the whole traditional thing. And in the evening, we all came back here to my home and I cooked them what I would in Canada. But we also found out that it is tradition now. I don't know if it always was because Mickey does not remember this as a child, but he may have done it. The kids go door to door or throughout their neighborhood with a basket in hand, and they collect these eggs as well as chocolate or candies from bonbon from the neighboring homes, which would be similar to what we do at Halloween when we go door to door, but of course there's no similarities between Easter and Halloween. Guys, I know that. But they also apparently do the same thing for Christmas Eve. Not sure. Only one person has told me that, but they said they also go door to door to collect something for Christmas Eve. You can let me know below because everything, again, is still so new. And I'm going to continue to update you guys. This is my 4-month update. I'm probably going to, update you guys again on like this overall feeling about Serbia in probably around the 8-month mark. Right now it's like all hands on deck dealing with the home, like building a house. So we just need to focus on that right now. And that obviously I'm going to share some videos on that, not too much, just for the privacy of my own home. And I've been keeping busy meeting with people that are coming to Serbia to visit with plans to either move, or I have some fellow Canadians who have recently moved here. Not one family, but a couple that I really would love to meet, and we are trying to meet. And it's just now down to schedules, which is so weird because I am not busy, but busy. I mean, if this is all I was doing in Canada, I definitely wouldn't be busy. But being in Serbia, it's like one task a day takes the day away. I don't know. I'm like, I do one thing and I'm like, oh my God, I'm exhausted. I need to go home. I need to take a nap. Anyways, I love talking to you guys as always. I have tried to learn how to say Happy Easter. My goodness, that is one of the harder things to say, such as like Menjechitsnya. I don't know. That means money exchange place, which you use all the time here, but that'll be another video. As always, talk to you soon. I'm Nyx in Serbia, and I love Serbia. I'm here to stay. I'm not going anywhere. And if you see me out on the street, say hey. Oh, and shout out to the person who ran into my husband in Verdnik and asked, "Where's Nyx?" I was sleeping. I was resting at home. I was being lazy, and he was being productive. But again, Mickey felt like, wow, people do remember me from your videos. So thank you for stopping him and saying hello. Anyways, vidimo se. Ciao. Talk to you guys soon.